everyone, and welcome back to the series. We have journeyed from the stoic acceptance of waiting in line to the existential anguish of choosing your cereal. Today, we are taking on perhaps the most confronting idea yet, the absurd, as explored by Albert Camus. And what better way to understand the monumental clash between humanity's search for meaning and the universe's indifference than with a light bulb? Yeah, this little guy. That moment when the bulb goes out. You find a new one, you climb the ladder, you twist it in, and click, light, a brief triumph. But what if just moments later it goes out again? Or what if you realize you'll just have to do this again next month or next year? The endless cycle of replacing things, of fixing things, only for them to break again. This, my friends, is the essence of the absurd. Camus argued that life is inherently without objective, meaning, purpose, or value. We humans, however, are creatures hardwired to search for meaning. We crave purpose, order, and understanding. We constantly ask, why? The absurd is born from the confrontation between these two things. Our inherent human need for meaning, clarity, and purpose. Second, the universe's absolute deafening silence and indifference to those needs. The universe doesn't care about your goals, your dreams, or your perfectly working light fixture. It just is. And that clash, that divorce between expectation and reality is the absurd. Think about it. We work, we eat, we sleep, we pay bills, we replace light bulbs. We constantly strive. But for what ultimate goal? Does it really mean anything in the grand scheme? The universe offers no answers. When we realize this fundamental lack of meaning, Camus identifies three main ways we can respond to this painful realization of the absurd. First is escape, the great denial. This is denying the absurd by avoiding the confrontation entirely. It's when we choose to check out, not physically, but philosophically. We distract ourselves, we numb the feeling, or we simply refuse to acknowledge the universe's indifference. We pretend that if we keep our head down and just focus on the next step, the why of it all will somehow magically appear. Camus rejects this because it requires us to live in a state of self-deception. Second is the leap of faith. This is embracing a pre-packaged answer. It's a leap into a belief system, religious or ideological, that provides comfort and meaning, even if it has no rational basis in the face of the absurd. You're essentially saying, I choose to believe there's ultimate meaning, using that belief as a shield. Camus also rejects this because it avoids the confrontation. It stops us from fully embracing our freedom and responsibility. Revolt or rebellion. This is the third one. This is Camus's favored response, and it's where the light bulb comes in. So, the light bulb goes out. It's a small, insignificant event in a vast, indifferent cosmos. You know it will eventually happen again. It's a meaningless effort in the grand cosmic scheme. But instead of giving up, you rebel. You replace the light bulb, you bring light back into your immediate world. You acknowledge the futility. You know this isn't a permanent fix. You know the universe doesn't care. But you do it anyway. This act, this conscious defiance against the lack of meaning is rebellion. It's not about hoping for a permanent fix. It's about reaffirming life despite its meaninglessness. It's about finding joy in the act of the struggle itself. This is modern Sisyphus. He was condemned by the gods to forever push a boulder up a hill only for it to roll back down. A truly absurd punishment. Camus famously concludes, "One must imagine Sisyphus happy. He finds his meaning not in the arrival of the boulder at the top, but in the act of pushing, in the conscious defiance, in the momentary triumph over the rock and the gods." So, when your light bulb goes out, or your phone battery dies, or you spill coffee on your clean shirt, you are not just performing a chore, you are engaged in a small act of rebellion. You are saying, yes, life is meaningless, and yes, things break, but I will continue to act. I will create my own light, my own meaning, right here, right now, for myself. The absurd isn't about despair, it's about liberation. Once you accept that there is no inherent meaning, you're free to create your own. You're free to find joy in the mundane, in the struggle, in the simple act of replacing a light bulb and bringing light into your corner of the universe. So, next time something breaks, don't curse the heavens. Embrace the absurd. Pick up your tools and rebel with joy. That act of conscious defiance, of choosing to engage despite knowing the ultimate futility, is where you truly live. What everyday light bulbs do you choose to change, knowing their temporary nature? How do you rebel against the absurd? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more philosophical journeys.